Proper methods and segments in using the flooring edger. The edger is used where the drum or belt sander can't reach. This includes along wall lines, in narrow hallways, closets, and even stairs. It's used in 3 different sequences. The initial rough sanding with this tool is done after the big machine rough sanding is completed, or what the pros call the first cut. What grit to use? Most guys start with a 36 grit, or the same as what the big machine was using. There are situations the starting grit may go lower, as we see here, but that situation was a heavily waxed floor that needed serious attention. For the first edger cut, the goal is taking all the old finish off and flattening the area. Some older floors may need a different approach than others. It's a matter of analyzing the condition of the floors before, but for most floors, occasional back and forth motions are used, followed up with a more common circular motion that maintains a consistent scratch pattern. After the floor is crack filled and allowed to dry, a finer 60 grit is called in for the second edger sanding sequence. Here only circular or oval motions are used. Where the flooring runs parallel to the baseboard, the motion is less pronounced. Otherwise we'll get cross-grained scratches that we don't want. The last and final sequence before the buffer shown here is typically 80 grit and follows the same procedures as the second sequence after the big machine has done its work. Important tips for edging in general include not forcing the tool, especially after the initial first cut. Only use the same grit as the big machine used. This will create problems that may not be visible until the final buffing stage. Inexperienced users may not see this until the stain or finish goes on the floor. Then it's a nightmare to fix. Prior to any edging, set all nails that may be in the way with a nail set. Failing to do so tears up sanding discs and causes hazards. And finally, keep the work area clean by sweeping and vacuuming often.